a studio. And
Rejection.
I was just going to say, let me open it up to some ideas from you, but we already have rejection. Fear of rejection, that risk of being rejected is really a big one. Big obstacle. It paralyzes you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you don't even want to get started. What else comes to mind?
Not knowing where to go.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, not knowing where to go. There are hundreds, literally hundreds of galleries, and not knowing where to go is a big obstacle.
Trying to find the right niche that it doesn't feel saturated to you.
Very good. Trying to find the right niche. And you're saying that Mary Alice is saying that with some understanding that galleries have their own orientation and definition of what they are. You can have two galleries next door to one another, and one might be focusing on fine art craft, and another one might be focusing next door on more handmade objects. And there's really no competition because the niche is completely different. So when you're looking at a gallery, you have to go a little deeper to find out where you might be, your work might be accepted. Any other thoughts about obstacles?
Just afraid of doing the wrong thing, because you do different books say different things, what not to do, and yet sometimes it seems that's exactly what you should be doing in order to stand out and to do something different. So I flop, and that just leads to ambivalence and then inaction.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's really an important one.
I think I feel a little held back because I feel like I might have done what could be considered a body of work in the past, but I don't have really a strong current body of work. And, and I feel like until I do, I don't want to try to approach a gallery and say, I feel like I need to have that before I can approach galleries with it.
Very good. Yeah. Absolutely. Any other thoughts?
Well, that there might, even if you did get into a gallery, I would feel like now I really am obligated to paint. That it becomes a different impetus of the motivator is different. It doesn't come naturally.
That's a good point. You might have deadlines. You might have deadlines of show dates, and it creates a different kind of pressure, need, energy, all that. Great. Well, I've broken this down into four main obstacles, and the first one I'm going to talk about this evening is called making money with my art is so intimidating. I don't even want to talk about it. And we sort of talked a little bit about this already, that this is a big issue, and this is kind of an overwhelming issue. In fact, I've broken it down. I've taken a look at this, and there are actually 17 steps to this whole process. So it's there's a lot to it from start to finish, and really there is no finish even once you get into a gallery. It's maybe just the beginning, but the process itself can be intimidating. I completely understand that, and it's often so much of an obstacle that you don't even want to get started. As you say, it can be paralyzing. And so are any of you familiar with the concept of Kaizen? It's spelled K-A-I-Z-E-N. Kaizen is a theory of activity, and it was actually used by the Toyota Corporation. It's been used in big business, and it means continuous improvement in small steps. And it's a theory or a philosophy that actually works with everything, and especially works with creative people and creative process. When something is overwhelming, a really good way to tackle that process is to break it down into small steps. And it's been shown through scientific research and study that the brain can handle things in small steps much more easily than when it looks at something big, because it just gets overwhelming, and there's something